Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Bickford, and today I will be discussing loops with you. Before we start talking about loops, let's see an example of what you can do with loops in Turtle Graphics. This here is an image of a flower that has been easily drawn using loops. Now you're probably wondering, what is a loop? In Python, a loop is a section of code that can repeat itself a given number of times. Let's take a look at what that means and how the computer knows what code to loop and how many times to loop it. In order to tell Python that you are going to loop some code, you start by writing the word while. And then you give it a condition inside these parentheses, and I'll come back to that. And then you use the colon symbol to show that you are starting your loop. Now, once we have this written, anything that we add after this will be repeated over and over again until our while condition is over. Now, as you can see, when I press enter, my cursor is now moved over to the right. So if I type some text out, it is all shifted over to the right. Anything that is shifted over in this section will be what is repeated over and over again. If we want to end our loop and continue with our normal code, we just have to press enter and then press backspace and we'll move back to the left-hand side. Now anything I add down here will no longer be repeated. Now this is all just gibberish, it's not any actual code, so let's get into an example. So I mentioned up above that in here is a condition that the program will check every time it goes to loop. How Python works is, before it loops anything, it will go into these brackets, check this condition, and if it is true, then it will proceed one line at a time, running each line of code, and then when it gets to the end, it'll go back up here and check this condition again. If it's still true, it'll just keep repeating. If it is no longer true, it will not repeat. Now this means that the first time that this loop gets checked, if this condition is false, none of this code will ever be run. For Turtle Graphics, a loop can be very handy in repeating the same image over and over again so that we don't have to type it out each time. Let's look at an example. So let's say that I have a shape drawn like this. This is just a simple diamond shape. But what if I want to repeat this shape over and over again to make a flower? I could just type this code out over and over again, but a loop would make it a lot easier. So if I have this code and I want to add it to a loop, like I said earlier, I type the word while, my two brackets, and the colon symbol. And now I had mentioned that the code will only repeat if it is shifted to the right. So let's see how I can do that quickly. Well, if I highlight the text and I press the tab button on my keyboard, now my text is all shifted over. So now my code will loop through that same shape over and over again. Now let's look at the condition. If you need a better understanding of how conditions work, please check out another video. For this example, I will be defining a variable called petals, and I chose this name because it's related to the flowers. And I'm going to set a condition that petals is less than 6. So my hope with this loop is that I want to repeat it 6 times. So I'm giving it a condition that petals is less than 6, and I want it to only loop 6 times. Now with a while loop, it is important that you maintain and update the variable that you have in your condition up here. Because I created this random word petals, and I said I want it less than 6, how does a computer know what number it is? Well, before we enter the loop, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to say that petals equals 0. So it's going to start at the number 0, and then it's going to get to the loop, and it's going to say 0, that's less than 6, let's start repeating. But how does it know when to stop repeating? Well, at the bottom of my loop, I'm going to go down here and say that petals equals petals plus 1. So now that means every time this loops, the number in petals is going to increase by 1. So the first time it's going to be 0 and enter the loop. Then it's going to increase by 1. Then it's going to go back up to the top and it's going to say petals is now 1. Well, that's less than 6. So let's loop again. And it'll do it all the way until it gets to the number 6, and then it will stop. So now my goal is to repeat the shape 6 times to make something that looks like a flower. Let's see if it's working yet. Oops, that doesn't quite look right. So something is going on here. Now, it does seem to be drawing the shape 6 times, which is good, but I'm not properly setting up my shape. Let's see what the issue is closer. For this example, just to test, I'm going to set this to 1 and get a closer look at what's going on. Okay, I think I see the problem. Right here, where my turtle is completing its drawing, it is facing the wrong way. It is facing down towards the left, but I want it to be facing back up along this line here. So I'm going to have to go in and modify this. So after I finish drawing the last section, I want the turtle to turn around so it's facing backwards along that line. To do this, I can just type left and 180 degrees. And now let's see how this looks. Just going to draw the shape, and look, it turned around at the end, and now it's facing back up this way. So that's good. Now, hopefully, when we go to loop, it'll work properly. I'm going to set this back to 6, so it'll draw the shape 6 times, and let's see what happens. There we go, that looks promising. And there you have it. We were able to use a loop to draw this flower shape while only typing our code out once. Now to recap, what a loop does is it will repeat code in a given section as many times as you tell it to. In our example here, we have defined our section to be this group of code because they're all shifted over to the right. And we have created a variable and increased it each time, so it will only loop 6 times in total.